Hi everyone, Tim here on the Great Rugger Run, and it's the end of day 24. 24, a lovely support here, and I'm at East Dorset Dockers RFC. This is the pitch behind me. I've met some lovely people already. Been hanging around for about an hour, to be honest, which has been lovely. Lovely people, got me a beer straight away, which was good to hear. Hello mate, how you doing? Good, thank you. About 17 nowadays. There we go, look, just nice people helping out. We're going to go and find some people to talk to now. Hez, come over here.
Oh God, here we go. Celebrity time.
This is Hez, everybody. Hez, what's your full name and
Hi,
what do you do here at East Dorset Dockers?
Hez Boldon, and I am back here at the rugby club. I'm very, very new here, so 2 months? Loving every minute of it. And we've got training tonight.
On this lovely still evening, it looks amazing.
Sure does, sure does.
So where were you playing before you came here?
So I was at Windsor actually for 8 years. So hello Windsor. So Windsor RFC. I was playing for the Windsor Dames. Loved every minute of it. Really, really good bunch of people, both the lads and the ladies. Try and go back there when I can. Go and support the teams. Been a bit difficult with COVID, but this is my first season with the East Dorset Docker ladies, and looking forward to our first game on the 31st.
Good stuff. And what was it when you came to this part of the world that attracted you to this club?
I just think I went on Facebook actually, and I was looking for local rugby clubs, didn't really know where to go, what to do, came here and just got the warmest of welcomes via text message to start with, and then obviously meeting up with the girls for my first training session a couple of months ago. And I'm not the newbie anymore because there's plenty of new people here already, but it was brilliant. Literally, I just got a warm welcome. Everybody just wants to have fun. You know, we work hard with training. We train twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursday nights, and obviously enjoy a few beers too. Yeah,
good stuff. I mean, I thought maybe it was because of the kit. I'm just going to sort of focus in on some of the girls behind there, because this is some Larry kit, and
here we
just go down to your boots here. And you tell me these boots were bought before you joined the club?
These boots are about 5 years old. They've gone through some tough times on the pitch, and most importantly, they've done me a good couple of wins as well and a couple of tries. So they're coming out for the first game at the end of this month against Paul. So bring it on.
Good stuff. Now, I noticed the LooseHeadz logo on your jumper.
Yes,
there.
Here we go.
Tell me a little bit about LooseHeadz and why you got involved with them.
So I've been with LooseHeadz for about 2 years now. It's very much quite close to my heart. It's a mental health charity. Obviously, we've got the clothing brand. We have everything from sort of training tops, t-shirts, shorts, etc. But LooseHeadz is great. I, suffer from a couple of mental health issues. Nothing too serious, but lockdown was really proven that it was tough times for all of us. I moved down to Bournemouth in January, so didn't have any friends around here. Got heavily involved with doing lots of social media. We're doing various campaigns, so we've just obviously done something for World Mental Health Day a few days ago. We're doing something for Movember again, so the boys will be growing tashes and us girls will be getting fit, all in the name of creating some money and some sponsorship for LooseHeadz. And also getting to meet some fantastic people. We're a large academy and we're growing, always looking for more people, so it's just, I'm happy to be part of it, really.
Yeah, and if people want to get involved with the academy, how would they do that?
Sure, so we are kind of getting a bit strict about how people get into it now. So you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram, LooseHeadz Academy or LooseHeadz. It's got the Z at the end. We'll post the details probably after this. We sort of go through some criteria about why you want to join, how we can help you, what you think you can bring to the table. It's all remote at the moment because we have a lot of members that are based all over the UK. We've got even a guy based in Malta. He's the furthest away. So we're always increasing the academy membership, and we do it in chunks as well. It doesn't matter what age, whether you're female, male, whatever, we accept pretty much anybody. Just have to go through a small criteria. You come on board with us. We've got various WhatsApp groups from sort of a social aspect, which I help to run and do social events. And then we have one where you can privately chat with any mental health issues that you've got. It just stays in that chat group. It doesn't go to anybody else. It's a forum for you just to have a say if you're having a good day or even if you're having a bad day. Nobody criticises. It's good to talk.
Yeah, 100%. Good stuff for that. Now, lastly, if people were thinking about coming down to East Dorset Dockers,
Yes.
what would you say to them?
Definitely come down. Look at our kit. We're crazy. It's bright pink, my favourite colour. No, that's not one of the reasons why I joined. Well, it is. No, fantastic team. You know, we've got the lads. They play every Saturday. We're going to have our first game, our first league game as well, because the girls haven't been in a league before. Great bunch of ladies. We welcome anybody. We've got new players that have never played rugby before that are literally smashing it out the park. And then we've got people like me who are playing for years, but I'm not going to give my boots up just yet anyway, because you know there's more in me.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Hez, thank you so much.
You're
It's
very
been
welcome.
really nice meeting you
Lovely.
this evening.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
All the best with
And
everything.
Enjoy your training.
Thank you.
Good stuff.
Take care.
Right, there's a man over here whose name I don't know, but he gave me a...
Tim,
It's
that's
Shed.
for you.
Hang on a sec, let's get
come
you
and
on
wear
camera.
that when you come around and have a beer with us.
That is
next time you're down.
beautiful. Thank you very much.
Is
Not
that
only have you
wide
given me a
angle, is it?
beer, you've given me a shirt as well.
Wow, the wacky colours. Hopefully somebody's in the full kit and you can see the
I'm
full.
going to stand around this way so we get better
Get
light.
better
There we
lights.
go. There we go.
Red sky at night,
What do you do here at the club?
I am the club captain. So we've
nice.
got
Okay.
men's team, 2 men's teams and a women's team. So you've got first team captain, second team captain, women's captain, and you've got a club captain. So I just do all the crap jobs so that they can concentrate on the games on game day. Just the chairman's bitch, really, is what I am. But quite enjoy it. Quite proud. Made my family really proud as well. So
Nice. Tell me about your neck at the moment.
and, yeah, it's pretty sore. Pretty
Yeah.
sore. Yeah, pretty sore. Yeah, it's good. It's yeah. Fortunately, we lost on the weekend, which is a shame. Very narrowly. It's, yeah.
And what do you love about this club? Why do you come here?
How long have you got? How long have you got? Yeah, I love it. Just love it. Love it. Gets you out of the house, doesn't it? You know,
Yeah.
dogs
yeah.
running around, kids running around, people. You know, we've got 2 men's teams, a women's team, and you know, the standard. You know, all shapes and sizes, ages. You know. You know, lads who was knocking on Premiership academies and things, and then you've got lads who just turned up and want a 5-minute run around. It's just, everybody's welcome. So, yeah. What was the question? What do I love about it?
Why do you love it? Yeah.
What do I love about it?
Well, I'll tell you
It's
what.
like an addiction, really. It's like a sort of addiction without sounding too coarse. It's sort of yeah, it's just good. And yeah, it's nice. They get out of the house. My missus comes down and stepdaughter comes down. The dog runs around on the bar. No, don't put that in. Yeah, it's just
Too late,
nice.
it's live.
It's just a oh Christ, yeah, just a nice place to be. Really, it's just a good crack. It's just, you know, we've gone from. Do you know the brief history very quickly?
No, go for it.
So we
Yeah.
had East Dorset down. He's been down here for about 30, 40 years, maybe more. Dorset Dockers was a sevens team that they moved around, didn't really find a home, so they were over at Christchurch Rec. Both teams sort of struggling, so we just merged.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history, really. It's created something pretty special.
Yeah, and the nice thing that I don't think I've seen anywhere else is the men's and the women's training on the same night.
Yeah.
All socialising
yeah.
together at the
Well,
moment.
there's a
pre-training.
lot of couples.
Right.
So Sarah and Sal, Neil and Jade. Yeah, I can't think of any off the top of my head. Matt and Izzy. So it's like straight away. Just, you know, there's 3 couples straight away, men and women, and then, you know, oh, who's looking after kids? Bring them down. They can run around and crash into bags and throw balls around and do whatever.
Yeah.
It's good. It's good. Sort of half and half pitch at the moment with the floodlights, but we've got extra floodlights we can train and do also. Is that boring or is that good information?
It's good. It's good,
We just sort of share alike, and then if we do a sort of a whole pitch run through, we can, you know, we just chop and change
Just
or
sort it
whatever.
out.
Yeah, obviously summer's great because you can use the whole
Yeah, massive big
pasture
area you've got
yeah.
here, haven't you?
So there's a second pitch imminent. It should have been ready for Saturday, really,
Right.
but unfortunately it wasn't. I think it's the sockets are in, the pitch is marked. We're just waiting for another couple. Yeah. So there's 4 straight away.
Family club.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. My other half's not quite there yet. She's good on the drinking team, but she's not ready to put the boots on yet. I do.
Sometime soon, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. My stepdaughter's coming. She's 16, nearly 17, so hopefully one day she'll have her run around. Yeah, my brother-in-law brought his missus down on Saturday for a few beers, and she got recruited straight away. Do you like a bit of fizz? Do you like getting money? Yeah, right. You come to this. Right.
Here's a shirt. Get involved.
If I had £1 for every time somebody said they're going to come training on Tuesday and Thursday, I'd have at least 40 quid by now, I think. But yeah, but no, some people do. We had a few new lads met in pubs and things. Said, "Oh, well, fancy a bit of rugby? Come on down."
Yeah.
More than well. Of course, we're in a catchment area. I don't know. There's a lot of teams in a small area, if you know what I mean. It's not like Ringwood where there's one team, or Salisbury there's one team, or two teams. Or there is, various teams all around, sort of thing. But yeah,
Seems like you got something fairly
the
unique.
only negatives are the mosquitoes.
Yeah, I've been bitten a couple of times already.
Horrendous,
Yeah,
because the river's there. But good frost should put them. to
see
bed.
the back of them. Okay, so thank you
Thanks
so
very
much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for this. I'm going to go see Mr. Chairman. We'll go inside here. Sorry, can I squeeze by? Thank you. Where's Morgan gone?
He's cleaned the toilets. Oh, sorry, he's in the kitchen.
Morgan, are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
He's a man of many talents.
Any second now, we're gonna get the chairman now. He's taking the blue gloves off, so that means he's ready to talk. Let's go and stand. Let's just stand here by the light.
Yeah, hi.
Hello, Morgan.
How are you doing, Tim?
Good.
You all right?
What's your full name and what do you do here at the club?
I am Morgan Leadbitter, and I play in the back row primarily, and I'm also, for my sins, the chairman. And sort of the treasurer, and tonight sort of the cleaner.
Definitely doing a fair bit of cleaning tonight. This has been a proper deep clean. The seat cushions have come up and everything.
Well, it's grassroots rugby club, so as much as I might complain, it shows that everybody was here on a Saturday having a good time. And so if you open a rugby club and it smells of beer, then you know that it's probably because everybody's had a good Saturday, and so everyone's doing their job really. People are playing rugby and having a drink and social afterwards. So yeah.
Good stuff. Now, I've just heard the story about how the club was formed, how it's merged.
Yeah.
But can you tell me, because I know you were deeply involved with that in terms of the RFU.
Yeah.
How was that done exactly?
Well, it was a lot bigger process than I need. It's a bit of an animal, to be honest with you. It was. Obviously, first of all, you've got two groups of people that you're trying to bring together, and that, to be honest, wasn't too hard at all. We did that through starting to have joint training sessions, and then having joint socials. And wouldn't you believe it, once lads have a drink together and play rugby together, it's the guys that were 2 miles down the road turned out to be pretty much the same as the guys. So that wasn't particularly difficult in terms of bringing the people together. And then concurrently, happening on the side of that was. All rugby clubs tend to have a limited company status, so we had to do that in the background of working out the legal status of both clubs, having to dissolve one, merge the assets, and all of that type of legality type stuff. So it was like a little mini crash course on. It was like a business studies crash course as well as a sort of community bringing. So it was. At times it felt all encompassing. But it happened. So the whole process from everybody getting together and putting the hand up to say we wanted to merge. I mean, there'd been talks years before, so it took 3 or 4 years to bubble up, and then when we decided to go for it, it took about a year to happen.
Right.
So,
okay. That's not too bad.
Yeah. So it's okay. I did it sometimes think. Like screaming out, you realise this isn't Bath and Exeter trying to get together. But to be fair, the RFU were great, and towards the end of the process, especially when it went to RFU level, they were incredibly helpful, and we got to talk to some really, the top guys that also made us make sure the process was thorough and good. So, yeah, as much as it almost killed me at the time. It's been worth every second.
Yeah.
Now, so.
And I understand there's an old player that caused a bit of. Confusion with the registration process.
Oh well, we've got like any club, we've got people from all walks of life, and we've got our cults all the way to people that perhaps are not so cultish, and are starting to get on. So when we did do the merge, there was Brian. I hope Brian doesn't mind me saying, but there was a bit of a question mark as to one of the senior players and. Just checking the date of birth was right, and is he still playing? But to be fair, he is, and he's a massively welcomed and a big part of the club. We absolutely love seeing him with his with his hands on the ball, and I think this season we're the biggest roar of the day will be when Brian crosses the whitewash. So yeah.
Okay, awesome. Now, can you tell me a little bit about the badge and the kit, because it's about as modern. Designers. I think I've ever seen that.
Well, I can't. So there's two sides to the rugby club. The Dorset Dockers was one club, and East Dorset was the other, and that's what we merged. And the Dockers came out of a sevens team. And the sevens team, I don't know if you've been to a sevens match, but it's always really bright and colourful and what have you. So they, 2015 Dockers started. So from the outset, they were always really bright and colourful and, didn't afraid of using pinks and yellows. And as the more garish, the better. And to be honest, that's just really, I suppose, the merge got a chance for everybody to sort of wipe the slate clean and start again with how a rugby club perhaps could be. And I think it just felt very natural for the group of players to sort of keep that theme going. So, the kit and the strip and the badge.
I'm just going to zoom in on your...
that's the old badge actually. It's just the new... so that's the... There we are.
Look at that.
Rest. That's where we're at. So we managed to get all of the colours in there, and I must admit there were times where we were doing huge sort of not the legal side of it in the background, and then people were arguing about the colours of the crest. There was sort of like this great big juxtaposition between sort of getting this big merge sorted and then people, arguing about a certain colour. But we got there, and identity is important, and we managed to go forward. So when we did, have our opening game with everybody playing in the new kit, it raised a few eyebrows, but that's what we wanted. And what's nice is that the senior men and the senior women play in all the same kit, so we keep that sort of one club mentality going throughout. So
it's reflected in the clubhouse here. That is a seriously hot pink wall at the end of the club there. Tell me a little bit about the clubhouse here, because it's a lovely, cosy little space here.
Yeah, it is. The shed. I think I'd be right in saying that this clubhouse and the club originated from a sort of an old school team called Port Castrians, and Port Castrians came out of Portchester School, which is one of the senior schools about 1.5 miles from here, and they started off sort of as a pub team, played out of a local pub called the Cricketers. Then I think rumour has it, I'll get killed for, but rumour has it they had their place at Oak Medians, and then rumour has it that there was a committee type sly Bournemouth Council's thing, and anyway we got kicked off and got found a home, and this was the home 1980s, and got given this hut, it was rebuilt about 10 years ago in terms of all turned around and the bar made, and it's gone through renovation, and next year we'll start our plans to rebuild the clubhouse and get funding and actually start to think about not so much knocking it down, starting again, but certainly just building a clubhouse that will reflect the fact by that time we'll have 2 or 3 senior teams and colts and women's going. So we're gonna need a bigger boat, but it's cosy, and it's I'm sure it's every rugby club. It's fun, and there's a certain sense of being able to do what you want in here, which is unlike any. It's pretty hard with COVID restrictions trying to keep people to sit down. Sitting down in a rugby club don't start, go hand in hand. But no, it's fine for now. It's ours. It's all about really just having fun first, playing rugby, having fun. Paying your subs, drinking beer, and. If we can tick those boxes, fun being the operative, the main one, then all good. So yeah, we have a good time in here.
Yeah, good stuff. Good stuff. Now let's change gears a little bit.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm doing this run for mental health charities. Now I understand you've got a story that's happened within your club along those lines. So it'd be good to hear that.
Yeah. So we East Dorset and Dockers, we had a sort of a shared play, started to, in 2019, play for both clubs while we were merging. An absolutely lovely lad called Jamie Davis. Jamie was a stonemason, but was also a soldier, and I think he did 2 tours. And he was suffering quite badly all through his adult life with post-traumatic stress syndrome. And he was quite open about it, to be honest with you. He did talk and open up to his players, but obviously the battles that we're having were much greater than anybody knew. And sadly, in January 2020, he took his own life. And he went missing on Friday afternoon. And the call went out that he was missing. And at this point, the club hadn't merged, but we were together as a group of people. And that Friday night, which I don't think anybody will forget, it essentially saw both clubs, pretty much everybody, every player from the club go out and look for him over the course of the evening, and unfortunately one of the club members found him, and then we had that weekend and the Saturday afterwards, again something that we'll never forget. And it was it was a massive moment in so many people's lives, but I often sort of refer to it as a bit of his sort of parting gift was that we thought we should merge, and just the reaction of everybody being together and how they felt, and the reaction of trying to find him, and it just sort of from that day onwards, it wasn't really a question of should we merge. It was, we need to merge now. Everybody is, it was the final piece in the jigsaw, which doesn't reduce the impact, but it certainly had a profound effect on everybody here, and it's a big part of bringing us all together. So yeah, absolutely massive. So so mental health and just being open and honest with each other is a huge part of the club. We've got a couple of years ago we started something called the Eggheads Fund, which through some local sponsorship and our own fundraising, we've got a pot of dosh, and we've got effectively an open therapy access to any of the players and any of the immediate members of the family of players. Anybody that's struggling, all they've got to do is tell a couple of the senior players, and a phone number's given, and they've got free access to counselling. And I think we've put four players through that, and some have had a couple of sessions and felt okay. Some have had one session and sort of said, right, okay, and other people have carried on for more. But it's not something that we constantly drive at the players, but we just try and take a really sort of holistic look and say, look, we're looking after you, trying to look after you in all facets. And blokes, let's face it, blokes are crap at asking for help, or any barriers to getting help they'll find. So we just wanted to make it so you just literally said, I want a little bit of help, and then it was really easy for everyone to find. So, and that will carry on forever.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry of the news that happened, but it sounds like you've done an incredible thing to help people going forward. Yeah,
I think it was there, but it really sort of brought it home, and so there's another couple of people in the club that have been really open about their struggles. I think COVID was sort of brought home to everybody. Just even if you didn't have, you didn't consider yourself having problems, I think a lot of people got a lot closer to understanding how people could. And I also think most rugby clubs are really nice, friendly atmospheres anyway. So I think rugby clubs have always been part of the continue, and we're just sort of looking at it as a sort of, we've got to get physio help. Well, there's no reason why you can't have help with your noggin at the same time. So
what's going on here? Oh, we're still live.
Oh,
yes, absolutely, 100% agree. Okay, good stuff on that. Where are East Dorset Dockers going from here? What's the future?
Well, first, obviously, rugby is just coming back. So I think I speak for probably every rugby player in the country to most levels. The main thing at the moment is just after having such a layoff is just getting boots on the paddock, getting training again, playing rugby, having fun, having a good hard match, getting in the bar afterwards. That's number one. We've got two senior sides and we've got a women's side. So for all of them to play league rugby is great. We've just made a really good connection with the local chiropractic college, so we're hoping to see more of those guys come and use the facilities and become part of the player base. We're known in the community, but probably not enough, so we started to work with some local schools who are going to start to use the facilities, so that we're just really on this, we haven't got these great big targets. We've got a North Star of where we want to sort of head off to, and that's everybody in this community knowing that they've got a local rugby club. We want everybody to know that Dockers, you know, when they see a shirt and they see the badge, you instantly recognise that as your rugby club, and also instantly recognise that that should be a pretty good, decent person wearing that badge. So that's the main aim, and then in 5 years' time, if we can be at decent league level, if the women are playing, if the kids are playing, and we've got a new clubhouse, well, that would be a massive achievement, and just try and enjoy it as we enjoy it as we go along on that journey. But it's it's good fun.
Yeah, good stuff. Now listen, thank you from me, because you, along with a small handful of other people, were the first people to really jump on board with what I was doing, and I felt supported immediately, which really helped me with motivation and all kinds of other things. Yeah. So I just wanted to say thank you for that.
Oh, you're welcome, and reciprocally, good luck on everything you're doing. I think it takes things like this to gain so much awareness, and there's not many people that can do what you're doing, so my hat is off.
I'm slowly getting there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Keep eating the chips.
Yeah. Okay, Morgan, thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you again.
Okay, cheers, Tim.
Okay, thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. This has been East Dorset Dockers RFC. They gave me a beer, they gave me a shirt, but more importantly, they gave me a really lovely warm welcome here, and it was great to come and see them. My lift is here now. That was why the live feed got interrupted slightly. And I will be back with you on day 25 tomorrow morning. Thanks for watching. Please share this if you can. There's some really important messages, in particular in this video. Thank you. See you on the next one.